Hello students, today we are going to read an autobiographical sketch penned by Achyut Godbole. He is well known for his writings in Marathi and English. He is a prolific writer in various genres and produced numerous original works as well as adaptations of work from other languages into Marathi. His writing style is informative and yet very informal. He became a chemical engineer from IIT Mumbai in 1972 and headed top management positions in companies of great repute. This autobiographical sketch penned by him depicts his journey from a middle class schoolboy to a famous writer. He was a successful general manager of Patni Computer Systems. He headed many other reputed companies and later became a famous writer. The present writer discusses his quest for excellence, how he developed a thirst for knowledge. He discusses at length the ingredients or essentials of success and the ways to achieve it. Students, here voyage here means journey, a long journey. So we are going to see his long journey towards excellence. Let's start. I had a very simple upbringing. We were a lower middle class family. Here, the writer is saying that he was born and brought up in a middle class family, so he led a very simple life. Our 300 square feet house did not even have basic amenities such as a fan, a refrigerator, a geyser, a dining table, or a gas stove, leave alone an air conditioner or a car. Means he's saying all these basic amenities which even a middle class families have nowadays, he didn't had during his childhood. It was only when I entered the college that I got a watch and we got a dining table and a gas stove at home. Means when he was in college, when he was young, at that time, they had first bought the dining table, a gas stove, and he himself, for himself, a watch also. Nevertheless, culturally, I had a rich childhood, but still he does not regret about his childhood. He's saying, though financially I didn't have a, you can say, better childhood, but still culturally I had a rich childhood. Poets like Vinda Karandikar, Mangesh Padgaonkar, and Vasant Bapat used to visit our home, and for hours I could listen to the discussion about poetry, literature, Marathi, and English. Means he's saying the well-known poets like Vinda Karandikar, Mangesh Padgaonkar, and Vasant Bapat used to visit their home, and for hours means they had conversation, and this small child he used to listen to their discussion about literature in Marathi and English. They used to talk about Keshav Sut, Mardekar, Shakespeare, Charles Dickens, and Thomas Hardy. Means the conversation was about these well-known writers. I did not fully understand their discussion in depth, but I was immensely impressed. Means writer is saying as a child I did not understand the discussion, but still I was impressed by what was going on at that time. We also were lucky to have Pandit Kumar Gandharva, Pandit Bhimsen Joshi, or Pandit Jasraj visit our place and talk about Indian music till late night and sometimes dawn. Means he's saying that in our house they had discussion not only about the great writers, about literature in Marathi and English, but it was also about music because the great musician also used to visit his house, and the conversation used to go on till late night or sometimes till dawn. This is how and why I developed my interest in literature and music during my school days. Means here writer is saying this was the main reason why he developed interest in literature and music. I did not and even today don't understand the grammar of music, but I began to love it tremendously since then. Means he's saying now when I am grown up, till now I don't understand the grammar of music, means the nitty-gritty of the music, but still he's saying he has developed love for it since his childhood. Most of the times, the topic of discussion at our home were about music, literature, painting, sculpture, etc. I could listen to the discussion about Van Gogh, Mozart, Michelangelo, etc. Means any time when they had a discussion, it was in their house. It was mainly about, you can say, about the writings, about the sculptures, about the music. It was because of such milieu around me. Milieu here means setting or social environment around the writer, that I had a firm belief, which I still hold, that all arts are equally, if not more important in our lives than science and technology. Means here the writer is saying, because of all this conversation which used to go on, he had a great impact of this conversation on his mind, and he's saying because of that now he believes that only science and technology are not important in our life. Other arts are also equally important in our life. I had learned from my childhood that money does not mean everything in life. It is necessary, but if at all there is something which enriches our lives and puts meaning to our existence, it is the arts, music, and literature. He is saying that money is not everything in our life. It is the art, music, and literature which enriches our life, which gives meaning to our existence in this world. This is not to say that I did not like science or mathematics. Means he is saying it does not mean that he did not like science and mathematics. In fact, I loved this subject. However, I did not study them only for scoring maximum marks in the examination. Means he is saying it is not that he doesn't like science and mathematics. He loved those subjects, and he is saying here that he did not study both this subject only to score marks, but to understand it mainly. I used to study this subject, or any subject for the matter, for its inherent beauty. Inherent means what? Existing something as permanent. Means to understand the inner beauty, why we are doing or why we are studying that particular subject. Now, for example, we say why we study history, to know about the culture, great heritage of a country, you can say. So all the subject have their aims and objectives. Why we study English? To know about the literature. So he's saying that he didn't study the subject only to score maximum mark, but to understand the inherent inner beauty of those subjects. I found Newton's law of motion beautiful and Pythagorean theorem elegant. Means he's saying he found, as he developed interest in this subject also, so he found it very interesting. He found Newton's law of motion very beautiful and Pythagorean theorem very elegant, means graceful or stylish. I loved solving problems of physics and mathematics of 9th standard when I was in the 7th, not to show off, but just because I used to get involved in solving them. Means he's saying as he was only a small child, means at that time when he was only in 7th standard, he was able, or he loved to solve the physics and mathematic problems of 9th standard. And it was not to show off that he is very intelligent and all. It was because he liked to get involved in solving them. I used to love problem solving, and I used to enjoy finding out the most elegant method of solving them. Means he used to like to solve those problems and to find out the easiest way to solve them. Obviously, these problems were not a part of the curriculum, but I enjoyed the whole process. Means here the writer is saying it was not the part of his curriculum, as he was in just 7th standard, but he is saying he just enjoyed solving those problems. This attitude of looking beyond marks or examinations and to seek joy in solving and challenging problems helped me to develop a problem solving attitude, which came handy when I appeared for my IIT entrance JEE, because this exam is completely based on your problem solving ability and the ability to think not only logically but quickly and rapidly. Means because of his this problem solving attitude, means the way he used to solve those problems very easily, it became easy for him when he appeared for the IIT exam, entrance exam, that is JEE, which is mainly based on problem solving ability, and that also you should solve those problems very quickly and rapidly. So it became easy for him at this period of time. I scored 100% marks in mathematics in almost all the examination that I appeared for from my first standard until IIT. Means from his first standard till IIT, whichever subject, whichever exam he appeared for mathematics, in all those exams he had scored 100% marks, barring only few times, means only few times he did not score full marks. I stood 16th in SSC board at that time. This examination was for the whole of Maharashtra including Nagpur. And I stood first in the university in all subjects put together. Means during his SSC exam he stood 16th, and in university he stood first in all subjects. Those days you could get an admission into IIT without the entrance test if you had secured the first rank in the university. At that time the rule was that if a student has scored first rank in university, it is not, there is no need for him to give entrance test. Therefore, I did not have to appear for the entrance test to get the admission into IIT, but nobody in Solapur told me about it, for I doubt if anybody in Solapur even knew about this rule. Therefore, I appeared for the entrance examination and secured a very good rank in the same. Means though legally it was possible for him just to you can say get rid of that IIT entrance exam and just get admission directly, but in Solapur he say no one knew about this rule, so because of that he had to appear for the exam, but still he scored very good rank. I was quite happy getting into IIT, but my joys was short lived. Means after giving the entrance exam he was very happy to get into IIT, but it was that happiness only was for a short period of time. At Solapur, I had not seen any building which was more than 3 storied. Mumbai, however, was full of skyscrapers. As we all know, Mumbai city, there are many very huge, you can say, buildings of 15 floor, 20 floor and all. In Solapur, he is saying it not more than 3 storied building could be seen. At IIT, most of the students and professor used to converse in English, whereas my English was very poor. Your writer is saying in that IIT college, many professors and students used to mainly converse in English, and here writer's English was very poor. I had my entire education in Marathi. Writer has received his education through Marathi medium. My spoken English was quite pathetic, and means it was not good. Not only did I have a very weak vocabulary, but my pronunciation also was terrible, and my construction of English sentences was very awkward to say the least. Means here the writer is saying he was not able to speak also properly in English. He used to make mistakes while speaking it. Due to all this, I was feeling quite lonely and terrified in Mumbai in general and IIT in particular. Means because of all this reason, as many of them spoke only in English, he was not able to speak to them or be friendly with them, so he used to feel very alone in Mumbai city also, and particularly in IIT college. I had developed an inferiority complex and wanted to run away from the IIT and even Mumbai. Means because of that he has developed inferiority complex. Here inferiority complex means what? To feel low about yourself, to not have confidence to speak to anyone. So he wanted to run away from this IIT college and even from the Mumbai city. One day I was sitting at my mess table in hostel sipping tea when a senior guy came and sat on the chair adjacent to me. Means he's saying one day when he was sitting in the mess and having his tea, that time a senior guy, a boy came and he sat down out to the adjacent chair to him. He was a convent educated guy with fairly sophisticated English, at least spoken or colloquial English. Means that boy, he belonged or he was from a convent school. So he spoke very nicely. He was speaking English very nicely here. He was a bit arrogant and wanted to pull my leg. And here, as writer was not able to speak in English properly, so he wanted to just you can say do ragging of the writer here, and that's why what happened here, he was trying to tease him, pull his leg. And the boy was also very arrogant, writer was saying. He tried to engage in some conversation with me and started pointing out error in just about every sentence or everything that I said. Means here the writer is saying whatever he was asking to the writer, when the writer was answering him, so what happened, he used to just point out the mistake in his conversation, in his sentences. After about 5 minutes, he walked away after insulting me. And because of that, what happened? 5 minutes they had conversation, and after 5 minutes, he just walked away. And he also insulted the writer. I felt extremely humiliated and upset. Means he was very upset because of this incident, and he felt very insulting. As it is, I was feeling quite depressed and diffident, and this incident was the last straw. Means he was feeling very depressed because of this incident, and diffident here means lacking confidence, and this incident was the last straw, means the last thing, means he felt now he had to do something. I was almost broken. I felt out of place there and literally wanted to run away to Solapur that very moment. Means this incident had a great impact on his mind, and he wanted to just run away to Solapur. However, it was only my self-esteem which stopped me. Means he's saying it was his self-esteem which didn't allow him to move from this place or to go away from this place. Suddenly a feeling of determination and strength came over me and gripped me. Means suddenly he had feeling that he should learn, he should overcome his shortcoming, and he developed confidence in himself. Despite hailing from Solapur, if I could be a rank holder in the school, college, and IIT with many awards in mathematics, there must be something right with me. Why should I give up? He say that he is such an intelligent boy. He was a rank holder in school, he in colleges, in IIT also, and he had received many awards in mathematics also. So there must be some talent hidden in him, and why should he give up just for not able to speak English properly? And that too for a silly and small thing like English. I was not to give up anymore, and I was determined to fight back. Means he developed an attitude that he is not going to run away from this place, but he is going to fight back here. As I climbed the stairs of my hostel room, my plan was ready in my mind. Means he had already the plan ready in his mind that what he is going to do now. Normally, most of us who are educated in vernacular languages such as Marathi think in Marathi before speaking in English. Means he is saying the vernacular medium students, means those who belong to Marathi medium, Urdu medium, means the native language of that particular region. Means when they speak, before speaking, what happen, they start thinking in Marathi only what they are going to speak. And then what they do, they translate in English, and then somehow try to speak out these translated English sentences in an extremely awkward fashion. I had decided that I would do nothing of this sort. I wanted to achieve excellence. This urge to excel in anything that you try to do has been with me since the childhood. Here the writer is saying that he decided that now he is not going to do like that. He is no more going to think in Marathi and then speak in English, and that too in wrong English. Now he wanted to achieve excellence, and he wanted to do that. Was trying to do or wanted to do since his childhood. Whether I would succeed in this or not, I always set my aims high. Means since his childhood he had the attitude that whether he succeeded or no, he always aimed high. He always was high in his ambition. In this case too, I wanted to speak excellent, elegant, and fluent English. Means he was determined now. He has decided in his mind that he is going to speak excellently, very elegantly, fluent English. the first thing I did was to start reading English newspaper and English novels. Now he was trying to develop to improve his English language. So because of that, what he was doing, he started reading newspapers and English novels. I studied etymology and phonetics. He started studying etymology and phonetics. Phonetics here means study of sound, and studied the roots of the words and how to pronounce them. Means mainly while speaking, pronunciation is very important here. So here he studied that. I used to stand in front of the mirror and practice speaking and realizing my mistakes and correcting them myself all the time and improvising and improving day by day. Means he's saying he used to stand in front of the mirror and practice speaking, and then he used to realize where he used to make mistake and correcting him themselves, and it made him improve day by day. It took about 9 to 10 months, by which time I started feeling quite confident about speaking in English. Means he say it took 9 to 10 months for him to improve his English, and now he was confident about speaking in English at length with anybody. My fear had vanished. Means his fear while speaking in English had gone away, and I started feeling at home in my hostel, and because of that, now he was nicely adjusted with the other students in the hostel, and he felt it like his home. In my future career, out of 32 years in information technology field, I was the chief executive or managing director or the head of software company with thousands of software engineers worldwide. Means out of 30 years in information technology, he was what? He was chief executive or managing director or head of software company in thousands of software other, means he came acquainted with other software engineers throughout his journey here. During that period, I had to give several presentations or negotiate many contracts with the CEOs, directors, VPs in the US. Means in his during this time in the with these engineers and all, he had to negotiate the contracts. Means he used to go through the contracts with the CEOs, directors, VPs in the US, and he had to give many presentation also, and for that English was must. US, UK or Australia, I was absolutely at ease at that time. Now as he was very confident in speaking in English, so it was not a problem for him. It is only due to the efforts at IIT that I could sign contracts worth millions of dollars worldwide and also run large global software companies. Means it is saying the hard work which I did during my the period when I was in IIT college, it helped me now to sign contracts worth millions of dollars worldwide, like in US, UK and Australia, with the large global software companies. At IIT, I got fairly good marks in my first 2 years. However, a very important thing happened while I was in my third year. Means as he was not good in English, so first 2 years he didn't score good marks. But in third year, something great happened. I came in contact with about 15 to 20 extremely brilliant students, researchers or professors from IIT, TIFR or BARC. Now students, I'll tell you what IIT means. IIT means Indian Institute of Technology. It is the most prestigious institute in India. And TIFR means Tata Institute of Fundamental Researches in Mumbai. It is dedicated to basic research in mathematics and the sciences. BARC means Baba Atomic Research Center. It is premier nuclear research and development center. And they included top ranking students from IIT, visiting professors in American university and very renowned mathematicians in world and so on. Means during his third year, he came across or he was acquainted with very good, you can say, or well known people. Students, this lesson is very lengthy, so I will be stopping the explanation here only. I'll stop the explanation here. This will be your first part, and the remaining part of the lesson will be explained to you all in the second lecture. next lecture. Thank you.